Hi, I'm Steve Meharg, and I'm on the Board of Elders. Many of you know me. I've attended Longview Community Church since I was about age 12 or so, as some of you know, and my mother, Elizabeth, the Reverend Mother, um, uh, first came on staff as associate pastor with Ken working as the lead pastor at the time. Uh, Raised then the rest of the time in the church, and heavily involved in the youth and music and missions programs throughout that. Um, Left to go to school at WSU, where I met my wife Margaret, and we were married just after graduating, and just prior to going down to Pasadena at Fuller Seminary for graduate school, where we spent about 5 years with the church's support. Um, Came back to Longview in about 1991 with my wife and our first child, Ian, in tow. Had two children since then, Colin and Megan, but all of whom baptized, dedicated in the church, and raised and heavily involved as we continue to be. And I was very pleased to be um, accepted as an elder as we move forward with the church. You know, tonight, but I've been asked to answer or kind of address a variety of different questions to kind of help you get to know me a little bit more. These include my favorite color, coffee or tea, neatest place, coolest place I've ever been, favorite ice cream, weird fact about myself. When I look at that list, I'll probably have to start with number 5 because that will explain a few things. Maybe a weird fact about me that many of you don't know is my special infirmity, as my family will call that, and that is I am relatively colorblind. Um, Makes it a little bit challenging at times to kind of tell red from green, and but that's a strange fact. But it also leads us to number 1, which is what is my favorite color? I guess the answer would be gray, but that's not true. My favorite color is most shades of blue, particularly deep, kind of royal blue is just one of the things that I find very pleasing to look at. Reds, greens, yeah, not so much. But, all right, second question, coffee or tea? That's an easy one. It's got to be coffee. And it's got to be strong, dark roast coffee, preferably with a little bit of cream, or even better, a little bit of oat milk in it. Absolutely no sugar, though. That's gross in hot coffee. The third question was the coolest place I've ever been, and I have to admit there was some confusion about that. Does that mean the coldest place I've ever been, or like the neatest place I've ever been? Well, I think I can address both. Undoubtedly, the coldest place on the planet is Martin Stadium in Pullman, Washington, usually for the Father's Day, November, or Father's Weekend football games. Although it may be nice and sunny and 70 degrees in the day in Pullman, it seems to get down to about minus 52 with a wind chill of 104 degrees below zero. So you're usually there sitting without adequate clothing on, and that's probably about the coldest I've ever been. Now, if you're answering about the neatest place I've ever been, I had to do a lot of thinking about that because, you know, we've done a lot of neat things. Been really blessed to kind of travel and to see some really cool stuff, from being out in the ocean to being in tropical climates, being on mountaintops. I have to admit, though, in thinking about this, one of the coolest places I've ever been was on the lava fields in the Big Island of Hawaii. Our family took a vacation there, and many years ago, and Megan was just very young, so this was probably 18, 19 years ago. And one of our ventures out was to take the rental car, drive it as far as we could until the road was basically covered with hard lava, get out and then walk on the lava fields. And we actually got a chance to see lava literally flowing underneath our feet, through cracks and just yellow, orange colors going through that. That was really cool to stand and really see the power of Mother Nature in that issue. Favorite ice cream, that's kind of a no-brainer. That's got to be a mocha almond fudge, without a doubt. And that leads us to our last one, the weird facts about myself, which I've already addressed. So I appreciate the chance to share a little bit more about myself, and always look forward to meeting all of my brothers and sisters at church any Sunday. Bye-bye.